Our assessment on the current magnitude of the earthquake is that there is no threat to Australia, thankfully. We're going to miss out on this one by the looks of it. Although just one caveat on that is that with very large earthquakes, the magnitude estimate does tend to rise with time. And if we establish that the energy in this earthquake is a little bit higher than what we currently believe, we may see some minor wave threats on parts of the Australian coast. But at the moment, at magnitude 8.8, there is no threat to Australia. Unfortunately, that's not true for many other countries which are closer to the epicentre.
And we're talking of a magnitude of 8.9. How does that compare with other earthquakes? I'm thinking in particular of the Boxing Day earthquake and tsunami that led to so much death and destruction in 1984. How does this compare?
It's smaller. That was around 9.1, 9.2. It doesn't sound like a very big difference, but it's what we call logarithmic scale. That means that the energy in the Boxing Day tsunami was around 2 to 3 times as great as this one. So that was still a much larger event. This one looks like it's about the same as the large Chile earthquake from February last year. That was around 8.8 as well. And as we know, that caused quite a lot of destruction on the Chile coast and measurable tsunamis on the other side of the Pacific, in fact on the Japanese coast as well.
Chris, can we just interrupt you for a second, because the pictures that we're seeing now live from Sendai, which is in the east of the country, show another very large wave approaching. We have been seeing some quite astonishing pictures of fires in the city of Sendai, and this wall of water and then the sludge which really takes everything in its path. The buildings have been shaking, but that is an incredible sight. A wall of water now about to hit once again the coastal town of Sendai and causing yet more destruction. And you have to say, seeing the pictures that we've seen, death as well, because you've seen lorries and ships just being carried away by this wall of water.
Indeed. Is Chris Ryan still with us? Chris, yes. Looking at the volume of water currently, and we've seen earlier these torrents of mud and debris sweeping over the north of the country, is what we're presuming. How long do you think, and is it absolutely certain, that this is going to move further down the country and affect Tokyo itself and other parts of the south?
Yes, tsunamis move very quickly and will be propagating down the Japanese coast. I haven't seen the domestic warnings that the Japanese authorities issue. They have a very sophisticated tsunami warning system domestically in Japan, and I'm sure they've issued warnings for all of the coastal places, particularly along the east coast of the islands there. But the effect will be even broader than that.
And as we were saying earlier, Chris, we were saying that the area now under threat is a vast area around the Pacific, but a lot of these communities and states are island states, aren't they?
Yes, that's exactly right, and many of them don't have very much